the credit spread is positive theta, right? Positive theta means the longer you go between now and Friday, every minute that gets closer to Friday, the premium is is lessening. The premium is burning off. That's called theta decay. Any call or put that you purchase that has premium, that premium will be at zero by Friday expiration, whatever that Friday expiration, whether it's a year from now, a month from now, or tomorrow, or whenever it is. So if it's Tuesday and you've got a Friday expiration call credit spread, every single minute, every second that goes by between now and Friday, the premium is slowly eking out of it, which is what you want. You want that premium out of there because the premium to buy it back, you want that premium to be as low a number as possible so that you can keep as much of the premium that they gave you when you did the trade. So if they gave you 65 cents and there's $65 of premium in it when you bought it, you want that premium to drop and drop and drop. So every minute that goes by, and people say, well, why would you want it to drop? You'll lose money. No, you already got the 65. In order to get out of the trade, you'd have to buy the trade back. Well, you don't want, if you bought it back at 65, you'd be at even. If you bought it back at 55, the premium went down a little bit, you will have made $10. But if you can let the premium drop all the way down to zero on, which would be Friday expiration, you just keep the 65 bucks. But there might be an opportunity for you to buy back the spread for a very small amount of money. And then you're out of the trade, zero risk, and you keep the difference. So they gave you 65, you buy it back to close for say 20. Now you're out of the trade and you just made $45. That $45 could go towards the cost of this put trade. That's the concept of what we did. It's kind of it's like a calendar in a way. Yeah, I mean, obviously you'd like to buy it back at a nickel, but if you remember, Michael, the way I taught initially was 80% would be great, right? So the NVIDIA spread, the 190, 190, the 190, 195 right now. If you were to close this trade right now, let's go to this. You can see a little better. Yeah. Yeah, packed. Excellent point. Used to do that all the time. Used to put on like a Google spread. Remember, Michael, we used to do like 10 wide spreads on Google. I'm sure you remember this. Me, you, and Roddy Mama used to do this almost every week. We would get a 10 wide vertical on Google and we'd get like, $280 or $360, sometimes even $4. And then we would put in, multiply times 20% by 20, we'd put an order to buy it back at $80. And that way we would net, 20% of, 20% is $80. So we would net out the 320. That's 80%. We would do that all the time. So right now, let's just be clear. If you are holding the 190, 195 call credit spread for this Friday, and you got 65, right? And you got $65 credit for that. If you wanted to, you could close it right now. You could buy it back for $16. And if you did that, you'd make $49, right? Yeah, you'd make $49 profit. Close trade. Then you got this trade for this week, right? Just watch this. If you paid $175 for this vertical, not the greatest price, not bad, but now you got $49 that you made on the credit spread against it. Yes? So that would mean that the cost of your trade is now 126. And so if you go look at what the trade is worth right now, you could sell the debit spread for $210 right now. So if you take 210 minus 126 and then divide that $84 profit into 126, you get 65%. That's a 65% profit with 1 day of trading, and you're out of NVIDIA. This is what I posted earlier. In fact, the numbers are pretty similar to where they were when I posted it. Yeah, 65%. So now the put debit spread's worth maybe $10 less, but the put credit spread is burned off a little bit and you can buy it back for less. So the numbers are around the same, 65%. If you want to take the trade off here, you can. If you think that NVIDIA is going to get a bounce in the morning, right? So you could do that. To compare apples to apples, you would need to calculate the annualized return. What are you talking about? No. In trading, you don't look at it that way. Unless I misunderstand you, that is not accurate. No, there's no annualized return. If I buy a car tomorrow for $20,000 as an investment, and next week I sell it for $25,000, how much did I make? I made $5,000, right? Didn't I? Okay. And so if you look at how much, what's the percentage profit? Well, if I made $5,000 on a $20,000 investment, that is a 25% profit. This has nothing to do with annualized, or that means I made a 25% profit in 1 day. You can't annualize it because it was only 1 day. This is not an ongoing thing. You can't say, well, if you made 25% in 1 day, wow, multiply that times 365 days. Wow, what is that per year? That doesn't make sense. So it's up to you guys what you want to do with your NVIDIA trade. Take it off here or what? You never know what happens with NVIDIA. NVIDIA could gap up and all of a sudden your credit spread, is, back up where it was.
Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video from Trade With Me Now. Make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel so you make sure that you catch our next video right when it's released. Also, if you have a question or comment, please leave that in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to learn more about Trade With Me Now or join our community of profitable traders, go to tradewithmenow.com. There's also a link in the description below.